Import Export is one of the best businesses in GTA Online, and today I'm going to be explaining everything about it. To even buy a vehicle warehouse, which is how you store your vehicles from Import Export, you need to buy an office. Offices can range anywhere from 1 million to 4 million depending on what area you buy it in. Also, if you have the Criminal Enterprise Starter Pack, which I talked about in a different video, you can get one of those for free, so you don't even have to worry about the cost of the office. Offices also allow you to become a CEO to be able to do a bunch of different things, such as hire associates, complete special CEO missions that you can do, and obviously be allowed to actually import and export vehicles. You have to be a CEO. All 4 offices are in Los Santos. You have Mazebank West, which is the one for 1 million, which is the one that you get in the Criminal Enterprise Starter Pack. You have Mazebank Tower, which is the most expensive, which is 4 million. That's literally in the center of the city. So it depends. If you don't care about location, you just want the cheapest one, just get Mazebank West, because there's no different in any of the properties. It's just the location and how big it is. So if you don't care about location, buy that, and if you do, and you want the best, you want to look like the biggest guy, then just get the one for 4 mil later. I would probably recommend buying even if you want the one that's 4 million, just get the cheapest one first, and then work your way up to get the one that's 4 mil, because then that's the most cost efficient. So you can actually start the stuff before you try and get what you want, instead of trying to save up 4 mil whilst not being able to do anything in the CEO office because you don't have one. So the actual vehicle cargo warehouses can cost anywhere from 1.5 million to 2.85 million depending on location again. The vehicle cargo warehouse is used to store vehicles that are stolen from vehicle cargo missions that are started from your office. These vehicle cargo missions can get you one of 3 cars. You can either get standard ranges, mid ranges, or top ranges. And as it says in the name of it, that standard ranges are the worst, mid are the middle, and then top ranges are the best, which means they're worth the most when you try and sell them. And same with the office. If you don't really care about location, just get the cheapest one. There's no difference again. It's literally just the location of it. There is also something called the Terabyte, which is where you can call it in from anywhere around the map, and you can start your vehicle cargo missions from anywhere. So instead of having to go back to your office every time you finish an import or an export, you can just call your Terabyte, get in and start one, and you'll be on your way straight away. I think there is a cooldown after you finish one, so you literally can't go from one to the next. You have to wait about 2 minutes, I think it is. But yeah, the Terabyte is you need a nightclub to buy that, so I'll talk about that in another video. And yeah, it costs anywhere between 1.375 million and 3.5 million, depending on what upgrades you need. But to start the vehicle cargo missions from it, you literally need nothing. You literally need no upgrades, just the base thing, and then you have it. That's it, it's done. Now on to the actual cars that you can get. So like I said, you can get standard ranges, mid ranges, and top ranges. So you sell to 3 different buyers. You can either sell to private, showroom, or specialist. Specialist is the best because they give you the most money, and then showroom's the middle again, and then private's the worst. It's like standard, mid, and top ranges. One's the worst, one's the best, one's middle. So if you're selling standard ranges, which I wouldn't recommend doing, if you sell it to a private person, it is 15,000. If you sell it to a showroom, it is 22.5 thousand. And then if you sell it to a specialist, it is 30,000. Because if you want to sell it to the higher buyers, then you would need to use a vehicle cost almost. You have to pay money to upgrade the car to suit the client's needs, if you know what I mean. Mid ranges is the same. If you want to sell to a private, it's 25,000. If you want to sell to a showroom, it's 37,500. Then if you want to sell to a specialist, then it is 50,000. Again, you have to spend money to upgrade the cars if you want to sell it to the specialist. And again, I would not recommend actually selling any of the mid ranges. And finally, top ranges, which are the best in the game. If you want to sell to a private, it's 40,000. If you want to sell to a showroom, it's 60,000. And if you want to sell to a specialist, it's 80,000. This is how much you earn, by the way. If you want to sell a specialist one, you'll theoretically get 100,000, but you have to pay 20,000 in upgrades. Like, you have to do upgrades to the car so the buyer gets a better version of the car that can't be like tracked almost by the police. I think that's the reason they do it. And yeah, that's the top range. So the way to make this business the most effective that it can be is to not sell any of the standard or mid ranges. So after you import them, just leave them there. You only want to sell top ranges because they get you the most money. So if you collect every single standard range and mid range, which I believe there is 12 for each, and then you just keep them in your warehouse, then you only have a chance of getting top ranges to actually import, so then you can export them for the most money, and then it's basically the best way to earn money in this type of business. However, there is a slight problem with that, is there are 10 top ranges. So if you get 10 top ranges in your warehouse and you keep doing their import missions, then you will start to see standard and mid-range cars being put there, because the thing has basically reset, because you have got every vehicle inside your vehicle garage, so you literally can't get any more. So it's just reset, and you can get any type of vehicle duplicate. If you do that, just stop and do a different business for a bit until the top ranges get down to like 5 or 4, and just start doing imports again, and just keep doing that over and over again, so you don't have to start re-importing duplicates of standard and mid ranges. Also, the import missions can range in difficulty. Some of them are literally just pick the car up and drive it to your warehouse, no fuss. Some of them are you have to kill like a bunch of gangs almost, and then gangs will follow you, shooting you along the way. There's one really annoying one where you have to go to the top of the map, get in a helicopter, and like almost like airlift it out of the place, and then there'll be helicopters shooting at you. You also have one if you're working with other people, and you have like a friend with you. There's one where you scan car. You have to get in a police helicopter and scan cars for their number plates to see which is the right one, which can be quite long. I think there is also some ones where you have to go to a crime scene and you just steal the car, so that's quite simple. One of the annoying ones that's just a bit long is one where you have to tail someone all the way back to like their hideout. You have to shoot them, and then you have to escape with the car, and then people will be following you, shooting you, all of that good stuff, which everybody loves in GTA, of course. Come on. That's all for today's video. Thanks for watching, and peace.